Hello everybody, my name is Richard Vigorelli and this is Vigorelli Institute. Now, coming off of my last video, well, I could have done that a lot better, but that's okay. So, the show that I want to look at that's a little bit more closer to now and didn't exactly spare on the BS, How I Met Your Mother. Okay? I know. Now, ran for a few seasons. And it's about a guy named Ted Mosby. He's 20, 30-something, single guy living in New York, rooming with his two best friends that are also engaged to get married. That's how the show starts off. And Ted is a hopeless romantic. Emphasis on hopeless. We'll get there. So, he's got another friend. His name is Barney. Barney is your stereotypical Wall Street looking dude, does anything that moves, wears suits literally all the time. In fact, it's a joke. And it's played off as Ted is this really, really good guy, and he just can't seem to find a woman to take him seriously. Doggone it. He's very jealous of Marshall and Lily. Those are his two best friends. And he's like madly in love with this hot chick that they met at the bar. Her name is Robin. Played by Colby Smulders, whatever her name is. Anyway, I've met her. Woof. Anyhow. It was a fantastic show. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I've watched every single episode, and the laughs kept coming. And then, when you take a look at what is actually going on, well, Ted's actually not such a good guy. In fact, I'm kind of wondering if the whole thing even happened, or at least it's a version of events. Okay? Well, let's dive into that, shall we? All right. So, Ted is a narrative device called an unreliable narrator. Okay? So, what that is somebody who's telling you the sequence of events. However, the events and their ramifications are heavily biased. So much so, it's almost like, can I get a second opinion on this? Okay? See, the way the story is framed is Ted is telling his two kids, boy and a girl, how he met their mom, okay, and everything that led up to it. Now, the reason why it spans so many seasons is because he's taking the Dostoevsky route. War and Peace, that book is called, and it starts off with a war here. Well, I can't really explain that without explaining this political event. I can't explain that political event without this war and without this famine, yada, yada, yada. Okay? How I Met Your Mother does the exact same thing. The problem is Ted actually can't be relied upon. And you notice that in the way he tells the story. Now, granted, he does own up to the stupidity of several events within what happens, okay? Such as the night he bought drinks on another guy's credit card and got decked in a bar, okay? Such as the time he forgot this girl's birthday and broke up with her twice, okay? And all of the other idiot stuff that he did, okay? And the way he describes Barney is interesting. Okay? Gotta remember, Barney is described as a misogynist. He is seen as somebody who has all of this money, but he's a total loser because I said so. Okay? Meanwhile, Ted is lucky to hold down a job. Okay? Meanwhile, yeah, Barney is burning through women like crazy. So's Ted. Okay? Ted goes through women way too fast. Okay? In the course of the show, not counting Mom, okay, he has, I believe, 5, 7 girlfriends, somewhere in there. Yeah. And they all span several months at a time. Okay? Yet he just can't seem to lock it down. Okay? Why is that? Well, Ted's an idiot. Yeah. Okay? See, Barney, okay, I don't think he is actually doing all the stuff that Ted claims him to be doing. Okay? You have to remember, most of the show takes place 2 full decades before the conversation with the kids. There's going to be some mud thrown in there. Okay? By mud, I mean stuff that's not remembered exactly correct. Okay? Also, given where Ted is from, he's from Ohio, and what seems to be the outskirts of one of the cities. So he was a suburban kid, or he was in something of a large town. Okay? That's going to change his sense of morality. Okay? Barney is obviously a city guy. Okay? So Barney is going to value things like money, ambition, okay, power, okay, and he knows how to go about getting that. Now, granted, Barney, yes, may have gone through women in an extreme fashion. I highly, highly doubt he actually did the things that Ted claims him to do. Okay? Yes, he may have had a knack for picking up women and would say some crazy stuff. Okay? Plenty of guys do that. I'm not excusing it. I am saying that Barney did probably a third of what Ted says he did. Okay? And I gotta tell you, in my own experience, okay, in many, many different cities, the stuff Barney is claimed to have done, nobody would get away with, okay? So what I'm betting happened is that when Barney picked a girl up at the bar, left with her, he actually turned around and said, look, that is just something, I'm trying to help my friend out, okay? If you need anything, give me a call, okay? I'm not looking to get together with you, okay? And so on. Now, that is to say, I highly doubt he did that with everyone, but I'm willing to bet, just because of the law of large numbers, there's no way he could have ever had the time of day or energy, especially since Barney was in his late 20s to late 30s during the run of the show. Okay? From what it looks like, he's got a couple of years on Ted. Now, as you age and do the things that Barney was supposed to have done, your vitality plummets. Okay? It's a medical fact. There's no way he could do that. Okay? Ted, on the other hand, okay, Ted's kind of an idiot, a bit of a creep, okay, and he lies a lot. Okay? Okay, one of the things, and feel free to, ladies, seriously, let us know on this. Okay? Anybody who is a nice guy, not a good person. Okay? What they do is they tell you stuff that you want to hear so that you will touch them in various ways. Okay? That's the point of being nice. And it doesn't work. Trust me. Okay? So, Ted comes in, and Barney is trying to help him snap out of his funk and trying to teach him how to get out of this. Now, Ted, being the idiot that he actually is, can't get the message, so he completely misinterprets literally everything that Barney is telling him. Okay? Because Ted believes in order to get the girl, you need to be the nice guy. You need to be the best friend. Okay? Yet he can't lock anything down. Okay? He has this idea of absolute perfection, so he puts all the women he meets up on this pedestal. It's a completely impossible place for them to be. Okay? Not only that, Ted's a coward. Yeah. Okay? He even admits to this. Okay? He's a little nerd. All right? I'm willing to bet a lot of the stuff that Ted talks about to his kids, one, it's heavily sanitized because, well, it's TV, but two, okay, those were his fantasies. Okay. Now we see evidence of this sometime in, I believe it's the second to last season. Okay. Right before Barney and Robin decide they're going to get married. Okay? Yeah, spoilers, by the way. Ted's sitting alone at the bar staring at a pair of tickets for Robots versus Wrestlers, and he's trying to find someone to go with him. Okay, so he fantasizes about Barney going with him, and they have this big exchange. It's the entire episode, and it's all in Ted's head. Okay? So I'm wondering exactly how much is in Ted's head. Okay? Because the show does play fast and loose with reality, after all. Did it actually happen? Or is Ted just some weirdo sitting alone in a dingy apartment somewhere in New York? And I doubt it's the good part. And he's doing, architecture stuff. Okay? Fantasizing about all the beautiful women he could have had and what his kids would look like if he met the perfect woman. Okay? The show should be watched, yes, for laughs, but it should also be watched kind of with a cocked eyebrow. Okay? It's one of those things you're going to have to really, really study. And that's actually why I still enjoy watching it. Because watching all of their antics is quite telling in many ways. Okay? So, if you're new to the channel, please do all that YouTube stuff. Like, share, comment. And if you got a TV show that, well, I've probably seen it, if you want me to take a look at it and kind of do this dig on it, by all means, please do. Leave it in the comments. If you like what I do, please do feel free to support my work. I've got a few books that I've published out on Amazon. One is a novel about a guy named Dorian Astrapios that discovers he's not like everybody else because he can shoot lightning out of his fingertips. And there's a big murder mystery in with it, along with some really kooky genetics. Okay, it's called The Hidden Race. You can get it on Amazon. I've also got 2 lore books called Homo Sapiens Mysticus, all about the Fae, and Fae Earth. Whoops, did I give something away? That's okay. Okay, gotten some good reviews on them. Behind me is a flag. See there, you can get that on my website, vimandvigorelli.com. Everything is handled through Printful. I've got a bunch of merchandise on there, and I'm going to be adding to it again shortly. Okay? So, that's about all I've got for you today, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.